Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again today. Since we don't have any shows to recap, I figured it was a good time to do a little preview of the Arnold Classic UK, which is scheduled to take place the weekend of October 2nd. Now, if you heard me say October 2nd and thought to yourself, I wonder if this show is an Olympia qualifier, let me answer that question for you. Yes, it is. And at the moment, it looks like they'll have men's open bodybuilding, classic physique, men's physique fitness, and bikini. And since it's so close to the Olympia weekend, I think we'll have a lot of high-level athletes circling this weekend on their calendars, hoping to use it as a tune-up on their last chance to secure qualifications, which is a lot like what we saw last year at the Europa Championships in Spain. So there it is, another huge event a few weeks before our biggest weekend of the year, and it looks like it'll be a good one. Get your popcorn ready. Speaking of popcorn, a few days ago I heard a rumor that Divine Wilson is planning to put on one hell of a performance for the good people of Pittsburgh a few weeks from now. My sources are telling me that he's targeting the Pittsburgh Pro as the spot for his 2021 season debut, and that he's feeling very confident about what he's bringing to the table this year. Last season, Divine won the Savannah Pro, came in second in Tampa, and looked great during his Olympia debut, and I'm told that he feels like he's better right now than he was at any point last season. The other interesting thing here is that he actually made his pro debut in Pittsburgh back in 2017 when he finished second behind Steve Lorius. So there's also a little bit of unfinished business to factor in here as well. But if he really is as good as they're saying, I think he goes in as the pre-show favorite and takes care of business with no problems. Let's stick with the redemption theme here in Pittsburgh for a minute so we can jump over to men's physique to talk about Ray Edmonds. As a Pittsburgh native, you'd think Ray would be looking at this show as a chance to grab a win, pick up another check, and remind the rest of the division that he's still the most dangerous athlete in the world when he's on his game. Last year was the first time in his career that he only competed once during the season. So you have to wonder if not sticking to his normal 3 or 4 shows a year routine affected the way he looked at the Olympia. Some athletes need those tune-up shows to be at their best at the end of the season. So if he starts things off right in Pittsburgh, which is a show that he's already won 3 separate times, it might be exactly what he needs to jumpstart his season. And finally, it brings me tremendous sadness to close out today's show by wishing a melancholy trails to my dear friend Andy Haman. Andy suddenly passed away on Saturday, March 20th at the age of 55. Leaving behind his wife Michelle and their 3 children, Sam, Lucy, and Ruby. Fans will remember Andy for his larger-than-life personality and for his incredible feats of strength, like his 600-pound raw bench. But for those of us who were lucky enough to call ourselves his friends, we'll remember him for being one of the nicest, most genuine people that you could ever hope to meet. Losing him so young is hard to wrap your head around. So, if you would be so kind to send your thoughts and prayers to Andy's family and friends as they mourn his loss and celebrate his legacy, I'm sure they all would be very appreciative. Rest in peace, my friend. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.